Colombian soldiers found 4 children alive in the country's south on Friday, more than 5 weeks after they survived a deadly plane crash in a thick jungle. Photos the military shared appeared to show troops feeding the children, who were siblings aged 13, 9, 4 and a now 12-month-old baby. The grandfather of the 3 girls and 1 boy was elated at the news of their rescue.
We are happy because this situation didn't let us sleep, didn't let us be happy. We couldn't talk. When we found the children, we felt joy. We don't know what to do, but we are grateful to God.
The children were the only survivors of a plane crash which killed 3 others, including the pilot and their mother. The Cessna plane they were on, which was on a route between Araraquara and San Jose del Guaviare, crashed in the early hours of May 1st due to an engine failure. It sparked rescue operations involving Colombian Army and Air Force helicopters and planes. Rescuers previously found discarded fruit the children ate to survive, as well as improvised shelters. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro said the children are now receiving medical attention and may travel to Bogota or back home to Villavicencio once they're declared fit enough.
Email exchanges from inside the BBC, they talk about the risk of violating Indian laws. It's easier to rake up the freedom of speech debate, but does it give anyone a free pass to knowingly violate the law? America supports India because it needs India's support in return. And India is working with the US because it suits India's interests. This is how geopolitics works. Last night, he diffused a crisis with his defense minister. But today, Netanyahu was confronted with a new problem. His cabinet seems to have rebelled against him. The UK is looking at the Indian subcontinent to fill its coffers. That India seems to be negotiating from a position of power, like a partner and not a former colony. The US and Russia are dangerously close to an armed conflict. This year, 2023, New Delhi will be the capital of global diplomacy. For a country as diverse as ours, with 88% of the population illiterate, it was a very big deal to write a constitution, and that too, the world's largest. Meanwhile, if we may, here's a Republic Day gift from India for the BBC. A list of suggestions for the BBC for their upcoming documentaries. Number 1, the Kohinoor and the colonial loot. Number 2, an outdated monarchy and unhealthy obsession with the royals. Number 3, racism in 2023. We're waiting.